Just a couple things at the top, and then I'll go to your questions. First, I just wanted to say a few words about the Dutch Safety Board's final report on the shoot-down of Malaysia Airlines flight MH17. We welcome the important findings of the Dutch Safety Board in its final report on the shoot-down of Malaysia Airlines flight MH17. This report is the result of an independent, transparent, and rigorous 15-month investigation completed in accordance with Annex 13 to the Convention on International Civil Aviation, and includes contributions from a wide array of experts from many countries, including the United States. This report validates what Secretary Kerry first said more than a year ago, and that's that MH17 was shot down by a Buk surface-to-air missile. Secretary Kerry also made clear that the United States detected a missile launch from separatist-controlled territory at the moment of the shoot-down, and he drew attention to the verified conversations among separatist leaders bragging about shooting down an aircraft in the immediate aftermath of this tragic event. We would take note of the findings of the Dutch Safety Board's recommendations regarding the handling of the airspace during armed conflicts, and we're, of course, looking and studying them closely. And then finally, our sympathy and thoughts remain with the family and friends of the MH17 victims. And then just one other thing at the top. I did want to strongly...
By all means.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Circling back to the Malaysia Airlines, you said
Yeah,
at
please.
the top that the State Department welcomes the findings of the Dutch probe. Do you believe there's any validity, though, to Russian claims that the report is biased? And secondly, Russia is also saying that there's a possibility that the missile system that hit the plane was an older model that might have fallen into Ukrainian hands years ago. Is there any effort underway to check the validity of that claim?
You'd have to speak to the Dutch authorities, to look into those allegations. I've seen them. I don't have anything necessarily to say about them. To be perfectly honest, we've seen various attempts by Russian officials to obscure some of the events leading up to that takedown of the aircraft of the MH17. I think, yes, we believe that the final report, in answer to your first question, is a result of an independent, rigorous, and transparent 15-month investigation. It was completed in accordance with Annex 13 of the Convention on International Civil Aviation. It was composed of experts from not just the Netherlands, but Malaysia, Ukraine, the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and also the Russian Federation. So, we believe it's credible, transparent, and as I said, rigorous investigation. There are two investigations. This is just into the or to determine the causes of the crash. But then there's also a second criminal investigation that's charged with determining who's responsible for the crash.
So are you saying there's no validity to the Russian claims?
I just can't speak to. I don't have anything to. I mean, I'm aware of the claims. I would speak, or I would refer you to the Dutch investigating team to answer those charges. But as I said, we have seen instances in the past, efforts in the past by the Russians to obscure some of the details of this. I can't speak to these specific claims, though.
As you pointed out, though, the report does not apportion blame or say who was responsible.
It does not.
And yet, you, in the statement that you read earlier, said that you believe it supports your theory.
Yes.
How can it possibly support your theory if it doesn't make a determination as to who actually did it?
Because it does say that the MH17 was shot down by a Buk missile fired from separatist-controlled territory in eastern Ukraine. And we've said that from day one that...
Well, you've gone a step further, though, and said actually that the separatists were the ones who fired it.
We have, and that's our belief. And that
I know,
remains our belief.
but that you acknowledge that is not supported by that part of
right.
the
It
US
does
theory
not assign blame. No, absolutely. No, that's fair, Matt. Yeah, but we
So-
said we believe it supports our overall argument that we've made frankly since day two
Right.
of this, yeah. Syria, please, I'm sorry.